Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing this fragrance from Louis Vuitton. This is one of their 2016 releases, Rose de Vence. This has been in my collection for a while. I've been wearing it for several months now, so I can definitely give you a good review on longevity, how it wears, the scent story, and things like that. So if you're interested in this fragrance, then keep watching. Previous videos of mine, you've probably seen this in a few of my lists, specifically my favorite rose fragrances. This has just been something that I've really liked and gravitated towards, and has fit a profile of fragrances recently that have just been blowing my mind and destroying my bank account, which is very peppery roses. The notes in this are of multi-rose. You get Bulgarian rose, Centifolia rose, but then you also get iris, cedar, and pink pepper. The thing that I love most about this rose is it's not sweet whatsoever. It's just a woody, peppery rose that smells really light on the skin, but still has a lot of depth and a little bit of complexity to it, which is really, really nice. I would say if you have not sampled this fragrance, the closest thing that comes to this, I wouldn't say that they're brother sister, I would probably say that they're like cousins, would be Le Labo Roses 31. That's another kind of peppery, slightly woody rose that reminds me very much of this, or this reminded me very much of it. The thing that I love most about this is initially, as soon as you put it on your skin, you don't get much rose. You get a lot of cedar, a hint of iris, and a lot of pepper. So it warms up on your skin. Probably about 5 to 10 minutes later is when the rose starts to come through, and it's just this beautiful note that plays really nicely with the cedar and with the pepper. I wouldn't say this is ever sweet. This is never soapy, at least nothing that I've gotten. It's just a beautiful woody peppery rose, which is really, really nice. Now, because I don't think this is sweet or jammy or fresh or boozy or soapy, and this is very a woody, peppery rose, I feel like although this is a feminine fragrance, if any gentleman out there or anyone who likes masculine fragrances wants a little bit of a more feminine touch or likes floral fragrances and rose fragrances, this might be worth giving a shot. Specifically if you guys like Rose 31, definitely check this one out. It's really, really nice. My favoriteest thing about this though is the bottle. I was obsessed with these bottles when I saw them. It reminds me of something that would be sitting in an apothecary cabinet in an old house, or in like someone's just like put away like something old. I really love it. This is raised right here and this is printed on, and I love magnetic tops because I am a toddler. But I really love the packaging of this stuff, and I also really love the bottle. It's just one of my favorite things ever. For longevity with this fragrance, I got about 4 to 6 hours with a light application. A light application for me is one spritz on each wrist and then a spritz on the back of my neck. Medium application, I would also then spritz my shirt and behind my knees, because am I the only person that spritzes behind the knees? I don't think I am. I think it's normal, but I always feel like it's not normal when I do it. So let me know below if you guys do that, or if I'm just a crazy. But overall, this fragrance lasts a really long time. It doesn't have too much of a scent story. Like before, initial application, I get the hit of cedar and pepper and iris, and then as it warms up on my skin, you get the rose, and then as it wears throughout the day, you pretty much get the same fragrance. It just gets softer and softer and softer. There's not too much of a scent story, but that's not a bad thing sometimes. Sometimes you just want to smell consistent throughout the entire day, and this is a great fragrance for that. The other thing I like about this too is it does have really nice sillage. It doesn't sit so close to the skin, but it doesn't project so much that this would be something that you couldn't wear to work or to class. This does sit close enough to the skin, and it's not heavy to where I would think that this could probably be work appropriate or classroom appropriate. I also find that although this isn't a light fragrance, it's not a heavy fragrance, so this could also be appropriate pretty much whenever, wherever, depending. You could dress it up and go out to dinner or dancing, or you could just, you know, spritz yourself over your sweats and smell nice and go to class or go to work, depending on where you're going. And that's what I really like about this fragrance, is this is kind of a chameleon. It will pretty much work with whatever you're doing, and it's really nice because it is so universal like that. It is a fragrance that I would consider that's worth the investment because these are pricey, because you can wear it so frequently in different places and different events. That's my opinion, guys, so don't, you know, take it as you will. Overall, I really love this fragrance. I hadn't talked about it. I thought I reviewed this, and then I realized I hadn't reviewed this. I just had this in a lot of different lists, and I kind of, if I'm going to be having fragrances in lists for you guys, I want to have reviews so you guys know why. So this is a beautiful peppery woody rose. It's not sweet. I never get any sweetness. Again, it depends on your body chemistry, which is why I think that if there's any gentlemen out there that like woody floral fragrances, definitely give this a shot, although it is a feminine fragrance. Again, it's completely up to you. You can smell however you want. I think that this is a beautiful quality juice. It's not a unique fragrance, again, because I think it borrows a lot of its essence from Rose 31. It reminds me so much of the Rose 31, guys. If you have Rose 31 in your collection, you might not need to get this. Or if you really love Rose 31 and you're trying to find different variations of it, check this out. But I definitely think that this is something you could wear every day. It could definitely be a signature fragrance. It's very easy to wear, but it's still very distinctive. It has a nice depth and complexity to it while still being somewhat effortless. Again, I think you could wear this with sweats, or you could wear this with a beautiful dress dripping in diamonds and pearls. It doesn't matter where you are. I think this would be appropriate, which is something that I really like about this, because sometimes some fragrances you wear and then you feel like you're overdressed or you're underdressed, even if you really want to smell that way. And then there are just some fragrances that will just work wherever, whenever, it doesn't matter. And I think those are great investment fragrances, because those can be like, if you don't know what you want to smell like, but you know like you want to smell pretty, you can just grab it. Kind of like a grab and go fragrance. But this is a little bit more inspired for me than my grab and go fragrances. But I do really love this fragrance a lot, and I do think it's definitely worth checking out. I don't own any of Louis Vuitton's other fragrances. There are one or two that I want to buy, but I'm going to wait. I'll talk more about those when I purchase the bottles and tell you why. But I have sampled every single one of them, and I'm not going to review them or tell you what I think of each one, but I will give you an overall thoughts on the line. And if I get more fragrances, I'll probably do more of a review on all of the Louis Vuitton fragrances. Generally, they all have ridiculously excellent longevity. I get at least 4 to 6 hours from each of them, and they all sit on the skin the same way that Rose de Vence does, which it doesn't sit so close to the skin to where you're the only one that can smell it, but it doesn't project so much to where if you're sitting next to a coworker or a classmate in close proximity, where it might bother them if they were very sensitive to fragrances. I think it's a very safe line to purchase, but again, those are my opinions. Definitely test these out. They are not cheap before you decide to purchase them. It is a little bit hard to find out where to test them. I know there's a few Louis, I think you have to go to like an actual giant Louis Vuitton independent boutique. I don't think you can go to the ones in Saks or Neiman Marcus unless it's a big Saks or a big Neiman Marcus. But I don't know if, I think maybe if you contact Louis Vuitton directly, they might send you samples. I don't know. I ended up buying this blind. I was very happy with it, but I would not recommend buying them blind because they are expensive and some people are very particular about fragrances. So I definitely do your best to get samples if possible. But I do really like these. They have, again, excellent longevity, and I think specifically Rose de Vence is one of my favorite fragrances to wear whenever. I just kind of grab it, spray, and I know I will smell really nice and beautiful, and it's a fantastic rose fragrance, and it's a little bit different to add to your collection if you already have the jammy roses, the boozy roses, the soapy roses, the garden roses. It's an excellent addition to any rose collection of fragrances while still being unique and something that you could wear whenever. Long-winded at the end there, I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love this fragrance, and I would love to know if you guys have tried this fragrance or if you have any other kind of woody rose fragrances you like. I've really been on a kick for them. Again, like, I love Roses 31, I love Bay Rose 26, I love this one. So if you guys have any good woody peppery roses, let me know below. If you have any experience with Louis Vuitton fragrances, specifically this one or any of them, also let me know below as well. I'd love to know what you guys think. As always, if you like these videos, remember to give it a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing these videos, specifically my fragrance videos and fragrance reviews. Also, don't forget to subscribe. because it's free. Free. I always do this, I don't know why. And I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends as well, so I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. I'll see you next time. Bye!